Well, it's the Phydeaux Livestream 13. Subtitle, It's a Lucky Number.
Lucky number 13.
Yeah.
Yay.
All right, we have last week's here and this week's up on the magnets. And I'll give you a heads up what's happening this week. Let's start with the erasers. We're using art gum today, kneaded eraser. You generally stretch and fold this sucker on itself to clean it. And it does a crumb-free erasure and bounces the camera around too, which is
A
great.
little extra benefit bouncing the camera.
Yeah. You feel like you're really here with me when the camera bounces. It just doesn't erase as good as the crummy eraser does, which makes a mess. So after last week's storyline, which I'll read to you in a little while, I guess we just about have it all done here. Got it up there. The colorist has done her work on it, but I'm going to go into the sky in the background and fix the sky. Yeah, I'm sure she loves to hear that.
I guess I do not do the sky properly.
Well, I'll explain when we get to that. So here's Monday, the 17th. Jane has got her suitcase and Ginger. She's leaving for just on a trip, vacation. Not really going to explain what the trip is. Have a nice trip. Phydeaux, Felicia. We're going to puppy sit Ginger while she's out of town. Okay, if you say so. And Felicia is sitting on Ginger. Phydeaux is my turn. I'll never understand these humans. Let's put that aside for a minute. And there's Tuesday. We've just got the characters done, borders, and the lettering. You really can't see the background too much, but it's just normal couch. Where's Ginger? Felicia's watching her. I thought you were watching her. And Felicia's behind. Who had her last?
Oh no.
Felicia, obviously, because she's buried. She's half buried. Ginger is half buried in the litter box. And Felicia rolling her eyes. I think this is a cute little drawing of Felicia.
I know.
Yeah. It just
She looks so sweet.
she's really become part of the crew.
Yeah.
For Wednesday, carrying on the storyline. Probably can't see any of this. We have Bogash sitting down at the kitchen table drinking his morning coffee. Dino's heading toward his coffee. And sees this thing on the floor, which is Ginger. What's that? Jane's dog, Ginger. We're watching it while she's out of town. Oh, good. For a second there, I thought Felicia was coughing up hairballs again. I purposely used these pronouns, it and she, because it didn't work when I say we're watching her while she is out of town. I had to differentiate. I did not purposely call the dog an it, but it is an it because it's a fur ball sitting on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, pronoun explanation. All right, this is Thursday. We're running to the end of the week. You can't see any of this, but Jane's in a cheap motel room. You got the vibrating thing on the bed. Bad art on the walls. Ginger has a strict diet and is very active. I hope she isn't too much work. And Bo's on the phone. Phydeaux and Felicia have been helping. And Jane says, is that a good idea? They may be a bad influence on her. Oh, don't be silly. Everything's fine. And last panel, Bo's on the floor with a beer. Phydeaux, Ginger, and Felicia sleeping on the couch. Got any more chips? And Ginger ate them all. And she's laying back, burp. So yeah, she's very active and has a strict diet. And we end the week Friday, of course, at the bar. The bartender, and the sign on the wall says "No cats allowed." Bartender saying, "You know the rules, Phydeaux. No cats allowed." And we have Phydeaux and Felicia here, and Felicia is wearing one of those. Let's see if I can. Oh, I referenced one of these baby carrier things. on her
No, I
front.
don't think that they have a name.
Yeah. So, but instead, rather than facing toward Felicia, obviously Ginger's looking that way so she can see the world. She doesn't need to breastfeed. So, you know the rules, Phydeaux. No cats allowed. But she's escorting Ginger. You mean the little rat dog? You gotta let her stay to take care of the dog. Phydeaux, with his most soulful eyes, looking and oh, you gotta let her stay. And in the last panel, the place is overrun with cats, with little doggies in the carriers. Bar looking angry. Now that wasn't the way this joke originally ended. I changed it, and hey, let's explain it.
Sure, why not?
All right, Friday at the bar. Everything's the same, but the last panel, the bar's full of cats, and no, sorry. Last panel is a new sign up saying no cats or little rat dogs allowed. And Dino saying, I call that progress. But I didn't like it. And when you tell a story, this happened, therefore that happens. So this happened, we allow this cat in, therefore that happens. The place is overrun with cats. It makes more of a storyline. Actually, I'm looking at the camera now. You can see all the cats.
Yeah.
All right.
Shall I put my signature polka dot cat as one of them?
Oh yeah, of course. She's in there somewhere. Let's see. I would say that cat right there is the polka dot cat because she has a dog with floppy ears. And this dog, so you make the dog a Dalmatian. With floppy ears. What do you think? A puppy Dalmatian.
Sure.
So you can polka dot the dog too. All right, and Saturday we end this joke. We put this joke to bed. Jane has returned home. She's patting Phydeaux down here, and there's Felicia just in the background. Thank you for doing such a great job watching Ginger. She was no trouble at all. Where is she? And they all look around shocked, and Jane is sitting there alone with Phydeaux in one panel. And then Phydeaux's closing the door on her. We'll mail her to you when we find her. Puts that joke to bed. Put these up here on the magnets. And anyway, finishing off last week's. I'm going to start inking. When I start inking, I'll finish the inking here because I'm afraid it smears. But this will be the Saturday finishing Dino's Take a Ride. Rhymes with Take a Ride week. Got enough beer over there, Dino? Got to make up for the Friday I missed. The pile of beer up there. All our characters who were all in the strip last week. There's Mia, who put him in the friend zone. Cat Boss and Felicia, even though there's no cats allowed. Cat Boss has influence. He owns the place. All right, and this is what the Chief Colorist has done. I'm going to change the background. We'll do something with the sky. For some reason, she did this yellow streak, and I thought, well, it added some sort of visual interest, so let's have it. And it'll probably be covered over mostly. Anyway, Dino.
It's not supposed to be prominent. It's just kind of supposed to be a.
Hey, Chief Colorist. This
Yes.
is more or less supposed to be the Tobin Bridge.
Oh yeah, he told me to do that.
Yeah, and it's great.
Shit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And right in here, this is I-beam, and this is I-beam. So you painted a blue sky. So, okay. Anyway, Felicia, what are you doing here? Good place to catch birds. You? I'm thinking about jumping. Don't do that. Yeah, you're right. I've got a lot to live for. You might scare away that pigeon. Anyway, that's I-beam, not sky. So I guess since you're doing gray, that'll be gray again. A lot of color to fix here. Put that aside. Dino, police. Dino, your emotional support animal is here. Where is he? There you are, you poor unfortunate male. I know how tough it must be for you. Do you? I just don't know what. Let go of my paw if you're gonna jump, you crazy bastard.
So much for emotional support.
Yeah. I guess the the shaft of yellow has disappeared. Again, we got to do something with the background. And the problem is the cops are blue as well, so they'll disappear in the background. So
I know.
yeah, who knows what we're gonna do? Maybe I'll have to nighttime the sky. And more or less coming close to finishing this joke. It's the friend zone one. Yeah, you're here too. The cat boss gave me the day off. You're my close friend, Dino. Don't do this.
Friend zoned. That ought to speed things up.
The cat boss in a lounge chair eating popcorn. And for some reason, Bo has an orange shirt. I guess I'll plaid that out, get some green stripes on it, and put him in a plaid shirt. Gee, you want? I had originally planned this to be one of the polo shirts. I guess not. All right. Oh,
It's a solid orange polo shirt.
okay, orange. Yeah. So wait a minute. Who else wears a solid orange polo shirt? Uncle Roger. Uncle Roger. Yeah.
So it's not without precedent.
All right. So Bo's channeling Uncle Roger here.
Yep. I'm sorry for all the mistakes.
Oh no, that's okay.
My head hasn't been in the
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
We don't have to discuss why
No,
or if your
I'm
head's not in
going
the
to.
game.
I'm just saying my head hasn't been in the game. I'll try to get that.
You're fine. I guess we'll go back and gotta do some finished penciling on most of these. Let me just look at them again. Yeah. Okay, these two require. Okay, this one's done basically, and this one requires background ink. Oh, we're not going to do inking just yet. We're doing penciling now. And I was hoping to have my new Blackwing pencils for today, but they didn't arrive, so we're back with the Mitsubishi.
They should be coming sometime today.
That's really kind of funny. I never thought Mitsubishi was two words. MITSU/BISHI. My first car was a Mitsubishi Tredia, and it was one word. I guess the Japanese have it in 2 characters and chose to hyphenate the word. Okay, his eyes are at half mast because it's morning. So I wanted to talk about She-Hulk. Not that I saw the episode, but I heard about it.
Mm-hmm.
In the last episode, they had the character Daredevil, and they actually brought in Charlie Cox, the guy who plays him in the TV show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And, well, in the end, they have sex.
Oh, my.
And Charlie Cox has to do, they call it the walk of shame. Now, being a guy, I can tell you, there's no such thing as a walk of shame for a man. I mean, you probably would have half the neighborhood out there giving him a high five. You hit
with a little banner.
Yeah.
I slept with She-Hulk.
I hit that. That's what
I hit that.
But
Sure.
wasn't the whole storyline, the reason for being of Daredevil was that he was a strict Catholic?
You know, I didn't know that. Really?
Well, yeah. I don't think he'd go in for the premarital sex.
Okay. Well, maybe she was just too much woman for him to.
Too much of an opportunity. He just couldn't give it. Just couldn't say no to that.
I guess that's what we're supposed to believe. What we're supposed to fall in line with. I don't know. That's a good question, though. I admittedly don't know a lot about his character. I do know that the Daredevil TV show with that actor was really good. I guess it got really great reviews then.
The Vincent D'Onofrio plays the Kingpin. He murders a guy with a car door.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
I thought the show was okay, but it had come in the wake of Jessica Jones, and that was great. They had they had Michael Tennant, the guy who plays Doctor Who, as the villain. He had the ability to control people's minds. Great villain, always the villain. So generally, what makes a good superhero. I think there was something about the love interest of Daredevil would most likely be Elektra, and I think one of the things with them was that like he never had sex with her. So if he didn't have sex with Elektra, why the hell would he have sex with She-Hulk? He loved Elektra. But well, as a man, I can tell you, sex isn't always love. Yeah, well, I know. Well, women don't know that, but that's a secret I'm going to share with you.
Oh my!
Yeah, sex isn't always love.
I'm floored.
In fact, it rarely is, but okay.
Whoa.
It rarely is.
Now you've lost me. All right, enough now. Come on.
With a guy. It generally always is with a woman, or they become like that afterwards. So yeah, She-Hulk. That happened. Let's see. Let's just draw a table leg here so I know where I can stop. And Bo's leg is under there somewhere. These people wear their shoes inside the house. I'm tired of drawing socks. But I don't wear my shoes in the house.
No, I wear my sockies.
There's so much disgusting stuff going on outdoors that you don't want to drag it in the house. I'm very Japanese in that way. I use Japanese pencils and I take my shoes off in the house. But we've got some really great Blackwings coming. So Ginger is the dog Bo purchased for Jane early in their relationship to try to cement some sort of maternal feeling in her and have her fall in love with him.
Well,
I guess it worked because she still has Ginger.
that sounds like that's probably where it's headed.
But Ginger's smaller now. She's more of a puppy. And she appeared earlier in the comic strip. She was a little bit older and was going to be a foil for Phydeaux. But it just never worked out that way. Sometimes characters take on a life of their own, and she's become something of a Build-A-Cat character now. Although Build-A-Cat's not even Build-A-Cat anymore. Burke Breathitt ran him for president too many times. Speaking of which, I finally did get to see. I finally did get to see Bloom County again. I haven't seen it in a lot of years.
Oh,
And,
how is it?
Well, Mr. Breathitt has gone into Trump derangement, and it's still the same identical humor, which is really fascinating. He's not. He hasn't changed. He's still just. I've changed. I guess his audience has changed. I'm still a fan. I still respect his work. He's a fantastic artist. He's got a good writing style. And hey, you know, he's an award-winning cartoonist. I think he won was it a Pulitzer Prize? No, let's say a Nobel Prize for cartooning.
Okay.
Oscar-winning cartoonist. I think it's a Reuben Award is what they call it, but might as well just say Oscar-winning. Let's see. Does the bottom of that mug show? Yeah, why not? Stepping over her carefully. So I'd go with a general writing formula. The premise here, we're babysitting the dog. So now you go through each character to give each character what their reaction to the situation will be. This is just Dino's reaction. It's just a bit of a nuisance in his life that he's used to dealing with. Nuisances. His life is a nuisance.
Oh,
And
that's
and
really
and
sad.
well, you got to see that Dino has survived last week's um, what's the word I want to use? Events.
Mhm.
Crisis situation.
A mental misstep.
Oh yeah, I probably should go through all the horrible writing I did to try to explain away the end of the whole week with on the Friday bar, which is why I decided on just general thing that we finally got. I'll hit that when we get to it here. Ginger's just got this hair that makes her look like a hairball. Ginger actually has 4 toes, where Fido only has 3. Ginger's not a dinosaur. We simplified the toes just to make the drawing look cleaner. If I were to well, actually, dogs do have sort of 4 toes with one dew claw for the 5th. But I just simplified Fido's feet for Garfield reasons. So how does the white look today? Do I blend in with the page?
No, it's distinguishable.
So no polo shirt for Bo today. He's just in a t-shirt, which I'm sure the wife will either make orange or pink.
I happen to be
The
purple.
chief colorist, I mean, purple.
Oh no, you disclosed them in your wife.
It's a secret.
Apparently.
Just unpaid labor.
I do it for love.
And you're worth every penny.
You're funny.
So Fido's got coffee this morning. And one joke I never used, we had a storyline going whereby you don't give Fido coffee.
Because you don't want him to mess up the whole place.
Never used it. So that's not part of the canon. Not that I'm at all opposed to disrupting the canon for a good joke. Or even a bad joke. And let's see that. Nice. it's back there somewhere. We just draw the table so that we know where the table leg is. That's that. I've done the perspective on the chair, but the chair is not seen. You draw it anyway, just in case a little bit shows. Yeah, I'm thinking Dino's looking into his coffee cup here. He probably has some. It's been sitting on the table for. It's been sitting on a table for a little while, so who knows what could have happened to it. Maybe there's a cat hair in it. You could almost pretty much guarantee there's cat hair in it.
Yeah, that's a very, very good possibility. Probability.
And since Fido and Felicia are doing a good job sitting on the dog, it's dog sitting, down at the bottom of the panel here, let me get a sharper pencil. At the bottom of the panel here, we have Felicia coming up to readjust her. See, after Dino walked over her, she started leaning this way. So Felicia's got to catch her and push her back so she's leaning that way. They're doing a very good job taking care of her. And none of this has anything whatsoever to do with the actual joke, but we just do background stuff to put the characters to work.
Yeah, to the world of the world.
Well, Felicia's taking her job seriously. Watching this slightly catatonic dog. The rat dog, as we've called her. I think one comedian would call it a drop kick dog. So, drop it, kick, and it's good.
Go!
Yeah. And completely coincidentally, I mean, any resemblance to reality is purely coincidental. But my sister in Florida, her dog, a little Pomeranian, just happened to have been named Ginger. Ginja. A coincidence. That little Pomeranian that my sister owns, a lovely little dog who's passed away.
Well, that sounds like a coincidence to me.
Right. I don't think my sister got my sense of humor. And the entire script is based on don't own pets, pets are bad, etc., etc. And I had made a little Fido-like joke at the passing of her dog, which she did not get or appreciate, and I think she hasn't spoken to me since.
No.
She really kind of lost it when her dog died.
Anyway, it's kind of a crappy day. Oh no, it's sunny out.
Yes.
It sounds, you know what? It sounds like it's raining out there.
The wife is trying to get me to change the subject.
Well, because
So the Crimean Bridge is blown up.
Really?
Yeah, have you seen the video? It's really spectacular.
No.
Yeah.
They have video of it? It blew up?
Yeah.
Isn't that the only access to Crimea? From
Crimea.
It sounds like a disease.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
From Russia. Yeah.
Yeah.
Putin was very proud of that bridge.
Oh.
Yeah, he's going to be very upset.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah. Now, the Ukrainians are not claiming responsibility.
Okay.
And and the Russians are saying it was a truck bomb, but I've seen the video, and the truck is here, and the explosion seems to come from this direction. So it looks like a missile.
So is it maybe?
The crime and the Ukrainians are not claiming responsibility, and
so could it possibly be?
Could it be? Go ahead, finish that thought.
Could it be the United States of America? Could it be? That sounds like us.
The Russian public, the ones who support the whole Z movement, actually have done a protest blaming the U.S. for it.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it kind of does sound like us.
If it's a truck bomb, no, because America is classically America has classically been weak on the ground when it comes to human assets.
Okay.
You know, Russia is famous for the human asset thing, with the whole spy network.
Mm-hmm.
And well, if it's a missile, we're the only ones in the world who have a missile who actually could make that shot. But I'm thinking HIMARS, that HIMARS long-range missile system that we weren't going to give the Ukrainians because they could hit Russia with it.
Oh, so we didn't give it to them.
Well, we said we weren't going to give it to them.
So we didn't give it to them.
I'm sure one way or another, somewhere along the line, America's to blame. Blame America first is our motto here at Phydeaux the Comic Strip.
Oh, I just went straight into conspiracy thought.
What do you got?
Well, maybe Russia's just given up, and they don't want to seem like they've been beaten by the Ukraine, so they're trying to.
Well, then why are they mobilizing? I mean, they don't have enough uniforms, and winter is coming.
Winter is coming. Dun, 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 dun. Oh no! That was a really bad Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
Yeah, but maybe Putin's like, hey guys, let's.
So now you see So you're trying to tell me he blew up his own pipeline so that he couldn't sell natural gas to Europe.
Pipeline. Yeah, he probably did that.
And he blew up his only bridge into Crimea.
Well, okay.
Is that what we're trying to talk about? Oh, go right ahead. I'll listen.
All right. He's obviously not.
Oh, by the way, I have to say that what you're thinking right now is exactly what the CIA Chief Brenner is saying he did.
Oh, seriously?
Yes, the chief of the CIA, the same guy who said that Russia blew up its own oil pipeline, a natural gas pipeline, is also saying they blew up their own bridge.
I don't know if that makes me feel better or worse about my thoughts.
Well,
anyway.
Whatever he says, the opposite is usually true. But go ahead, your thoughts.
Well, I'm just thinking, he doesn't want to. Putin's embarrassed, or should be embarrassed by all this, because he was like the bully, and he thought he was picking on the weakest member of the force, or the weakest member of the schoolyard. But he underestimated them and overestimated his own army. So it was a combination of errors. So maybe he's making the war look like, oh my goodness, how could we possibly survive all these attacks? We're getting all these big attacks.
From the West?
Yeah.
NATO is attacking us.
NATO is attacking us. So now it's not just the Ukraine that we have to fight, fighting all of NATO. So I guess that's why maybe we're not doing so well, or let's all rally around. Maybe it's to I don't know. I have a feeling he might have done it. That's all I'm saying.
My money's on HIMARS
To make his
because there's that video of the wave coming in. Apparently, the missile hit the ground just before it hit the bridge.
oh.
To make his army look better, save face.
No. To make the fight look
Fixed.
better, or make the fight look
Like he's not getting his ass kicked.
right. Like he's not getting his ass kicked. No, he's getting his ass kicked. But maybe he wants to make it look like it's taking more effort than we think it is to get his ass kicked. So he's not being beaten up by just the bully. He's not the bully, just the
Nerd.
dangerous kid in the play yard. He's getting beat up by the whole play yard. So, that's why I'm not winning. That's why we're not doing well, because there's more to it than just the Ukraine. I'm not just fighting them. See, look at what I have to deal with. Look at what my troops have to deal with. It's just getting harder and harder for us. Or the other part, or in addition to that, hey, Russian people, you haven't been so supportive of this, or you're getting a little down, but now we really need to fight. Rah, rah, sis boom bow. We really need to fight because now they're really hurting us. We have to do something.
Save the Rodania.
Yeah.
The motherland. Computer stream is still showing, but yeah.
Oh, start up again.
Welcome back to those of you who have missed us. I sure hope you didn't miss the conspiracy theory. We're not going through that one again. And then, of course, Vicky told you that fascinating story about the time she was abducted by aliens. Hope you didn't miss that one.
Oh no. I may have to tell it again, but I risked everything to tell it the first time. I don't know.
Well, we don't want the Greys coming back for you.
This is what I'm saying.
You probably shouldn't tell them all that you know.
Maybe this is a sign that I shouldn't have said it in the first place.
Yes, that's why they knocked out the internet service.
So I should probably just remain quiet and not mention about,
Buckle under.
Don't say it. Shh.
All right. Let's see. He's holding a phone in his right hand, right? So it is the fingers that you'd see. Okay. I wasn't sure if I did this right. So, in case no one has kept up with this, Star Wars still stinks.
It does it?
It does, yeah.
That's too bad. I had such high hopes for it last week.
Yeah, well, I'm guessing Disney has no intention of making the money they could have made with it. They just don't need it. What can I say? It's like what they do with the Muppets. Let's buy the Muppets and, well, not do anything with them. And, well, when we do things with them, just make them embarrassingly bad. And Because we're Disney. We can do that.
Yep.
We are where your childhood goes to die.
Oh. And that was so unlike them. Well, that is supposed to be so unlike them.
We went to Disney on our honeymoon. Wouldn't go again now. Would go to Universal Studios though.
What about Universal Studios?
I would go there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, you've got to go to see Harry Potter.
Talk about the bad will Disney has just. I am glad I'm not a Disney stockholder. Sell your Disney stock, everybody.
I'm sure they don't. I'm sure they've heard that from others.
Well, wait till it goes up a little bit. So you're losing money. But I don't see a future for Disney.
I agree with you to some extent, but I sort of feel like they are so established that
They're too big to fail? No such thing.
No, not too big to fail, but
They're-
too big to completely disappear.
Their park is a relic. They almost can't do anything to it because it's a historic monument now. And they're not keeping up on the maintenance.
Yeah, that's what I've been told, which is unfortunate because that was one of the selling points I feel like for them is they were a good place to go. I mean, it was a clean place, it was a decent place, it was a safe place. But I don't know if all that is true anymore. Although, excuse me, it still might be safe as far as crimes and that sort of thing. I don't know if that's really a problem there or not. But
If you go in that magic box and type in "fights at Disney," you'll see it. It happens.
True.
It happens, but it's also happened at Universal. That's just Florida. Is any part of Florida safe?
Yeah, but I'd be willing to bet that Disneyland has got a bunch of crimes too.
All right. And final. Usually Dino's the one sitting on the floor. And since the dog, and cat are the couch soda. Bo wants to sit here to watch TV. He could sit in his chair over here. But the cartoonist wanted to get them all in a single frame. And his beer. Did I say beer? Yes. What are we drinking today? Oh, we have a lovely microbrew.
And yummy?
I think this one's from Colorado, though don't quote me on that. Actually, I don't even have a glass. My God. I wish I could get the chief colorist to get me a glass. That's asking too much. He's not even listening to us.
She zoned out for a second. What?
I wish I could get the chief colorist to get me a glass. I already have the cooler over here.
A glass? Oh, okay. You need a glass for your soda?
Yeah, soda.
I mean beer, whatever. I'm sorry, I'm not. We've established my mind is elsewhere. I'm really sorry.
She so seldom gets me anything. This is great. Almost like having a maid. All right. Sure is sleeping. And gravity pulls everything that way. Neck is bent slightly over the couch.
I can't get out.
Okay.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
All right. Is that no? All right. Now the Friday in the bar. Excuse me. What a great time for an intermission. Y'all don't go nowhere. Well, let's see what we have today. We're enjoying the Brewdog Hazy AF, hazy as F. Ohio. I was wrong about that. But it's a New England style hazy. Non-alcoholic brew, of course. Okay. Yeah, not a bad pour. Yep, it is hazy as F. Very hoppy. So this came in the mail. You know, when we have a initiative petition ability here in the state, it was explained to me when I was a kid why this probably wasn't a good idea, and I really didn't realize at the time. The one of the weaknesses of democracy is that a majority can really lord it over a minority. We're a republic for a reason. So they have the balls to call this the Fair Share Amendment. Basically, if you make over $1 million, they're going to tax the hell out of you. This mean-spirited idea, a bit of legislation, is not going to make them as much money as they think. Because nobody's going to want to pay an unfair tax. This will just hurt the economy. But you can't keep a bad idea down around here. Yeah, let's suck it to the rich. Yeah, that will teach them. They're not going to be successful in this state. That was a short intermission. I didn't get a chance to go to the bathroom. So there's no reason at all to have Bo even in this strip. He's just a witness. I think the witnesses add a little humor to the strip. You got to have a witness to the situation to bring out the funny. And I'm not sure, but I think these are the first lines this character has spoken. He's got not a smiley face tattoo, just sort of a neutral face tattoo. Thought we should sharpen the pencil. Now, why is Phydeaux trying to get Felicia in his bar after he fought so hard to get her out? She's growing on him. Well, she has sort of become a partner in a lot of his endeavors. Oh no, Phydeaux, you like cats now? Maybe it's the brain parasite that we spoke of a couple weeks ago. It's taken hold. That's it. It's the brain parasite has taken hold on Phydeaux. Toxoplasma gondii. Well, when I was a child, Oreo, our neighbor's cat, scratched me full on in the face, both paws. Just missed my eyes.
Yeah, that I don't like. My father had a deep dislike for cats.
Your father was a very smart man.
Yes, I know.
I wish I knew him, but well, I don't think he would have approved of me anyway. Just as well.
Oh, right now he's not approving of me, so.
All right. Now, camera zooms in a little bit.
Zoom.
We get to really see the deformed nose of this bartender. I guess it's very important for the characters that at the end of the week, they end up in the bar to pay double the price for the same beer that they'd be drinking at home. Hey, noise is off.
What?
You can hear that.
Hear what?
Your computer.
You have my computer?
Yes.
Alright. Oh, that?
No. It was a voice.
Alright.
Silence is good. And that's probably enough.
I'm
Final
sorry.
footage.
Did you say something?
Nope. I know that you're tuned out.
I'm texting now. Your sister's inquiring about the holidays.
Holiday. Halloween?
No, Thanksgiving.
Oh. That's months away. Might as well ask me about Christmas.
It's like a month away. Well, a little over a month away, I guess.
Well, that's good, and we know that she's not watching the podcast. Well, we know my sister's not watching the live stream, so I can say whatever I want about her.
She may be watching it later. She's watching.
Oh, hell no.
I believe that there is something called football on right now.
Football? I remember that sport.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Football.
I-
say football, but
I used to watch the ball thing.
ball of foot.
Yeah, that was back before they started kneeling.
Well,
I
I
always-
used to say it, but I kind of went out when we lost Brady and Gronk.
I always suspected that I did not like these people, but they confirmed it. Poor Tom Brady seems to be going into a divorce.
This is the rumor, which.
If those two kids can't make it, him and Giselle, who can?
Well, you know what though? They seemingly did have a decent relationship, so I'm actually kind of sad about it. But I wonder if he's going to sue her for alimony. Because while he has Tom Brady money, she has Giselle Bundchen.
Which I'll never get. She's not that good looking a woman.
It doesn't even matter. She's apparently a good businesswoman, and whatever she did make, I guess she invested properly, or I don't know. But she's consistently had like 3 times the money he has, and he's had about 100 million at different times.
Can someone explain to me what makes Giselle Bundchen a supermodel?
She's beautiful.
No, she's not. She's got a horse face. She's thin, rail-like body. She's not an attractive woman.
Okay, as of right now, supposedly her net worth is 400 million.
Is that all? How's she getting by?
I know. Which Tom?
You mean Massachusetts hasn't taken it all in taxes?
Oh, she's been out of Massachusetts long enough.
Yeah,
Tom Brady's net worth is
they got the hell.
250. So
They got the hell out of here.
He's catching up. He's catching up, but he still doesn't have that money.
Make the rich pay. Yeah, that works once. No cats allowed. I think every bar should have that sign.
I don't really think they would need it. Just saying.
Well, as this proves, if you let one cat in,
You gotta let them all in.
yeah. That happened, therefore this happened. And Phydeaux's drinking his Pepsi. with a turtle killing straw. I'm guessing he would normally be really upset or traumatized by the sight of cats taking over the bar on Friday. But thanks to the multiple gifts of Toxoplasma gondii, he doesn't mind cats. He doesn't mind cats anymore.
Where did the cat hurt you?
All right. I'm guessing this is your polka dot cat.
I can't see it yet, so I can't commit to which one's going to be the polka dot cat because, like, the polka dot cat, I have to feel that it's the polka dot cat.
It calls out to her. It
Yes,
says,
exactly.
Here I am
Exactly.
in all my polka dotty glory.
Like polka dotness.
Who says all cats look alike?
Nope, not this show. On the fighting wheel.
I think part of the joke is that there are so many cats looking for an opportunity to get in this place.
It's already 1:10. That was a quick hour. Things, what is it? Time flies when you're having fun?
I suppose.
Yeah.
I never even bothered doing a count. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Only about 16 cats.
16, that's too many. I mean,
That's all that's visible. If they're packed this close together, there must be many more. You know, it's a bigger room. Yeah. This dog is a Cocker Spaniel puppy. Maybe this would be a pug. And Felicia, last but not least. Harbinger of the apocalypse. All right, that's that. Let's see what part we are. We're at an hour 15 minutes. Will you excuse me, ladies and gentlemen?
Introduction.
Talk amongst yourselves.
What would you like us to say?
I don't know. You tuned out a while ago.
I'm in and out. Sorry, folks. What can I tell you? Sorry, lovely visitors to the Phydeaux Livestream website. Excuse me. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
Did you miss me?
Every time you walk out the door,
Every time I go away, I take a bit of you with me. Too many cats. So, I come from a very left-wing leaning state, and being educated here, they tried to teach me such things as, you know, racism is bad and such. And they were trying as hard as they could to find some history of Africa to teach us. I never knew what suddenly everyone else in the world seems to know instantly in regards to this film, The Woman King. I never knew that there was actually a tribe of Africans who started the slave trade.
I did not know either.
But suddenly, after this movie comes out, everyone
Seems to know.
knew about it. They never, that was never in my history books.
I honestly don't remember a thing about it either. But I don't remember.
And they were looking, well, they were trying so hard, they have been trying so hard all my life to tell me about all these wonderful things that happened in the history of Africa. And okay, sure, I'd love to learn. I'm sure there's really a Wakanda out there. Okay, well, whatever, doesn't matter. These were supposedly horrible people. And I mean horrible, horrible people. And the heroes of this film that they're trying to guilt us into watching. And I don't think I'm even going to see when it comes free on TV, let alone ever go up to a theater to see it. And never had any chance with me, even not knowing that it's a bad film.
I know you don't care about this at all, but the new Halloween movie is supposed to come out on Peacock. Now, if that's free on Peacock, I'm probably going to watch it. For some reason, I've watched all of them.
What is it going to be like a Michael Myers thing with are they bringing back Jamie Lee Curtis again?
Yeah, this is the trilogy, the ending trilogy.
Oh, is that the one? Evil Dies Tonight.
Yes. No. Well.
What?
Yes. Well, Evil Dies Tonight was the last movie. This is the next one after that. They kill. Oh, well, I shouldn't.
What? Does Michael Myers die in this one?
You know, maybe definitively. I don't know. I think it's called Halloween Ends or Halloween. We should have ended 30 years ago. I think is what.
Halloween we did end 30 years ago, but hey, maybe we can make money.
Halloween, one good movie shitty ones.
Maybe there's a chance to make money. Halloween.
Yeah.
Halloween. We're sorry about that last one.
No, supposedly the last one, people. Well, I guess the last one they didn't like. The first of.
I don't. How do you keep track?
The first of the new ones went over pretty well. The second of the new ones did not go over very well. This will be the third of the new ones.
I mean, they don't even put numbers on these things anymore.
I know. So, well, okay. From what I understand, or from what I've seen, there's Halloween.
Uh-huh.
Then they did do 2, 3, 4, 28, 712.
H2O.
H2O, Resurrection, whatever, all those.
When things start to go wrong. Go ahead.
Right. But then they've been away for it for a little bit, I guess. Now, when this started again, supposedly, and looking at it, it's true, this does not have, it only has the original Halloween as its canon. So, in other words, we are to forget about everything after the original Halloween. So
Didn't happen. It didn't happen.
Right. So Michael Myers is no longer Laurie's brother.
Did Donald Pleasant survive?
You know what? Well, he doesn't die in the first one.
No, he's supposed to have done. Well,
no,
perhaps.
not in the first one. Nope. He does
They
not
leave it
die.
open. I mean,
No, they don't leave it open. He is fully alive in the end of the first one. The second one is the one where he dies because he gets blown up in a hospital.
But then he shows up again just with a
On
little.
the third one.
Okay.
And the fourth one.
Alright.
The fifth one. And the sixth one. No, he shows up after
You
that.
can't kill Donald Pleasance.
No, you can't kill Donald Pleasance.
Usually he played Ernst Stavro Blofeld. You can't kill him.
You can't kill him. But I don't know. I don't think they mentioned him in the first of the new ones. I'll have to look at that again. That's a good question. I don't remember him being mentioned. But the first of the new ones was where, like, she's an older woman and she's paranoid. And she's telling her daughter there's something that you really need to worry about. And the daughter's like, no, there isn't. And then all of a sudden, Michael Myers comes to her. The second one was Evil Dies Tonight. Evil Dies Tonight. This one town has apparently been in chaotic turmoil since 3 people were killed 30 years ago.
Huh.
Which is not, but anyway. But this last one, I have no idea because they killed off everybody. Spoilers! They killed off everybody but Jamie Lee Curtis in the last one.
But did Evil die that night?
No, because Evil's back.
Wow.
So they didn't get Evil.
Okay.
Good died that night, apparently. Or.
Yeah, they stopped numbering these things. Huh?
Well, technically, I guess these have been Halloween 2, 3, and now this next one is 4.
Oh.
But because there's already a 2, 3, and 4, that's why they haven't put numbers on them.
I want to see Predator. You mean Predators? No, the Predator. You mean the Predator? No, Predators. No. Yeah.
You mean Alien versus Predator? No, I mean Predators. You mean Predator
People.
the Domination? No, I mean Predator.
But it all started back when Hollywood could almost make movies. They just seem incapable. They have forgotten how to, or they have just promoted people who do not deserve their jobs into jobs for various reasons. I'll never be able to figure out J.J. Abrams.
No. That's a tough one to figure out.
He's got pictures of somebody.
That's what I keep telling you about Kathleen Kennedy. You keep tossing that aside as if no.
She was a really good secretary on the Indiana Jones set, okay?
Well, Well, then
She brought warm coffee.
She must have gotten some really damn good pictures on that set.
But how would pictures of George Lucas help her now?
She must have gotten.
Hey, check out these Eisner photos.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. These are, and hey, we got these Chapek photos if you need them.
She's got photos. Whatever kind of photos they are, then she's got photos. Or she's got tapes. She's got Nixon type tapes.
No, I'm sure they're keeping Kathleen Kennedy around for her talent.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Or, oh no, this is Hollywood. They're keeping her around for her looks. She's eye candy.
You know, she is older than I thought she was. She's like almost ready to retire. She's like 60.
Oh, wishful. Oh, would it? Only if it would be. Wishful thinking there.
Mm-hmm.
Ready to retire. And end our national nightmare that is Star Wars Disney.
Oh, she's even older than that. She's 69 years old.
Wow.
I know.
It should be a mandatory retirement. If the box office hasn't retired her.
Oh, she's even older than I thought she was. I knew she was older than I originally thought.
Solo lost money. Which is why Disney is now Star Wars is now a TV show. I would have been happy with a Star Wars TV show when I was 8, 9 years old.
Yes, but sweetheart, there are 8 and 9-year-olds out there.
Yeah, but they're not Star Wars fans.
It's true. They're hoping their parents would be in it and get them back into it, but no, I don't think that really works.
Is that all you do is bitch and complain about Star Wars?
Yeah, pretty much.
No, we
Yeah.
bitch and complain about Russia, bitch and complain about.
No, I that's actually more like
Congress.
gloating. All right. And finally, I've never really defined what the length of Jane's hair. It always just sort of disappears behind her shoulders.
It's down to her ankles.
Yeah, she might have like a Crystal Gale thing going on.
There you go. Wow, you just dated yourself. I'll bet you.
My grandmother told me about Crystal Gale.
No, I believe it.
Like a 3/4 length black coat. I think it's like one of those sweatery things that she's wearing. See, sort of does that coat sort of thing. like that. I had to do those hand movements just to explain how the coat fell around the shoulders. It's very important.
Of course.
Very important that I explain that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And Fido, you get to deliver the punchline because it's your comic strip.
That's right.
Thinking about doing a revisit the whole behind the scenes thing that I did a few years ago, where we see how the actors who play these characters are in real life. In real life, Dino has hair.
Yeah.
Fido is a self-important bad method actor who puts on a fake British accent. He's difficult to work with. Doesn't show up for meetings.
Well, he doesn't have to.
He's got this personal assistant who's scary-looking female who scares Bo and Dino at least. So they don't want to deal with her. We should revisit that whole Nightmare World backstory Nightmare World. I think we're done with the penciling. We'll probably dig out the brush. See how much of this I can get inked. I got to do it in stages so I don't smear. If I touch that while I'm doing this, it's just I will not smear.
You will not, I know.
I will not smear.
No.
Okay, choose your weapon. What do we got today? That one looks particularly pointy. Yeah. How are we doing on ink? Yeah, we need ink. Today's ink is the Eternal Heart of Darkness from Noodlers. Let's see, where are my gloves? Oh, whenever you're missing something, look on the floor.
Long periods of silence.
Hardly see these lines now. But there's the edge of the bar right there. This is last week, so it's been sitting here a while. Given a long enough time, I won't have to erase anything. Yeah, that's degraded to the point. Yeah, that's wet right over there. I know once I set this down here, I'm going to smear. Okay, I can't see that line, so I can't do that line.
What to do? Make up one?
I'll have to do it later. I'm not going to be happy until I smear something.
No, sure.
The boots. Enough. All right. Now I gotta let that sit a while. Can't go back and touch anything. What's that? That's a smear.
Oh, no! No!
Oops, there goes the camera. Yeah, I really bumped that camera that time. Yeah, I don't think we need to see Phydeaux the comic strip. There we go. I'll get rid of that banner. Word balloons. Let's do the word balloons. Everything falls apart after the first smear. Camera.
No.
Great. Why are you smearing? 'Cause it's all over your thumb. Look, FBI, that's right there. You got his fingerprint right there. Proof of authorship. quite like that, but I don't want to get in there because I'm just going to touch something I shouldn't be touching. Yeah, I'll have to go back and revisit that. She was no trouble at all. Light balloons here because it's just light talk. Now, where is she? Gets a little bit of a heavier balloon. And then Phydeaux's just sort of blowing her off. So that balloon is. Even the balloons have to be expressive. And the heads are, of course, invading the balloon airspace. Yeah, this group is such. Did such a horrible job. We'll mail her to you. And all right, what's that? Also, you need a heavier balloon. Jane's dog Ginger, we're just explaining. Go lighter. And now, since Dino's saying both of these things, I could have put this all in one balloon, but I'm thinking, oh, good. And there's a pause for a second there. I thought, see, it's separated for a reason. But rather than give this its own arrow, I could just cut so the air flows through there. If the air flows, it's said by the same person. Those are the rules of ballooning. It's good to break up large blocks of text into little blocks so people don't think they have to read a lot. It's a quiet Sunday morning here in Phydeaux Land.
Sunday afternoon, it's almost 2.
That explains the beer. It's a quiet Sunday afternoon here in Phydeaux Land. Thank you for joining us. You hear the gentle pitter-patter of the cars on the street outside. The children playing in the distance. The dog screaming. The dog screaming in pain in the hallway.
Yeah. What do you mean a dog?
No, there are dogs in here.
Mhm. Big dogs can't feel pain. It's just an expression of pain.
Let's- Is that a good idea? Big thick heavy balloon and one smear. I smeared right there. Okay, this is getting depressing. Not much space between these letters. Now, if I go to try to do this side, I'm going to hit that and smear it. All right, I'm destined to smear, so I'm stopping. There's nothing else I can do without smearing. I'm stopping. Yeah, I said it would only be 2 hours. Now, do I spend the next 8 minutes on proper brush care?
Well, have you done it before?
I spend the next 8 minutes on proper cartoonist care. Each cartoonist must be given one cigar and one beer.
Perfect.
Repeat as necessary. Yeah, it looks. You know, I don't think one was enough. Well, careful there, cartoonists. Don't want to get drunk. Friends, don't let friends cartoon drunk. Oh, don't worry, my friend. Don't worry. This is non-alcoholic beer. Pussy.
No, it's actually very strong.
Excuse me?
Nothing.
What's very strong?
To not drink up.
Oh. Very difficult to find anything that has any flavor. Oh. Until you get the blank screen. Might as well advertise the comic strip. So everyone, please visit Phydeauxthecomicstrip.com for all your Phydeaux needs.
Bye.
And see you next week. And back, same channel, same time. We'll do it all over again, just with different things. Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, Monday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's almost like an assembly line process. Safety tip, always put the ink back on the bottle, get the cap back on the ink bottle to avoid smears.
No smearing.
And this concludes the broadcast.